Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
That's so funny. Welcome to the 96th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Fred, it's weird that you're there and that on that side. I'm not used to looking
I like it. I kind of like it offset like this.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, because you're cool. Oh, look at
I
me.
am. I'm off to the side. I'm just chilling. You know, King Buddha cheese over here.
There you go. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud to announce we've now lasted longer than Veronica Mars. I don't fucking
We've got more episodes than Veronica Mars.
We now have more episodes officially than Veronica Mars. Now, we're so glad you joined us, and we appreciate your support so very much. It's going to be a fucking show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can keep up with us at blcpodcast.com, and please drop us a like or follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok. We also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/blcworld, and we are, of course, brought to you on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. Why don't you just move it to popculturepros.com? Because that's what it, anyway. And now
I don't want to.
The Percy Dags the third to my Jason Doring. They were both in Veronica Mars.
I get none of those references.
They were the two main dudes in Veronica Mars.
Never seen it.
It had Kristen Bell. That's all I know.
Kristen Bell. I love Kristen Bell. Never saw Veronica Mars.
You would love our sister show, Veronica Mars.
Oh,
It's about a crime-fighting detective who is also a lady.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to be here tonight, and I also want to bring in the guy who's always flapping his jaws. No, flapping his jowls. Like I can't wait to get jowls. Allan, OTB.
You really want jowls?
I want some jowls.
Look at that. Look at that. The crowd. Do you want to look like a turkey?
I want to talk like
We might have to move the camera up a little bit with that point. And you're like, right now, if you're watching,
when I get jowls,
yeah, you're just gonna have to like angle it down. You know, give it a little more Facebook.
Instagram. Have them ham hogs sticking down.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show, everybody. It's the 96th edition. We are very, very close to getting to 100.
That's right.
I'll let you do the math.
We're not 69 and we're 96ing.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
I feel like it was episode 69, the one where we had Happy Pride Month, everybody. Fred.
That's when you eat each other's butts.
This is not. How, though?
Ow! Exactly.
You would be laying butt to butt, right? You'd just be laying touching
Don't
butts.
put too much thought into it.
I'm looking at the number right now.
Just do it.
Because I have the number on my screen. So that I always remember. I have it constantly, Fred, on the screen at all times. The only thing on my screen, the whole show, is the number of the episode. That's how I know. So in gigantic letters, it just says 96. It's too much rubbing together. Which is probably
letters 96.
It's just white screen, black lettering. It says 96.
Oh, okay. Lettering, no,
one on each monitor.
Well, no, the numbering. Sorry, lettering is that numbers are. Yeah, right. This is what it's 96.
Very entertaining. Don't be talking about numbers and say letters.
Well, Fred, let me tell you a story, Fred.
Ooh, all
Fred,
about how.
Did you know
that?
It's okay. It's okay. This isn't going to be great. Did you know that inflation has risen the cost of everything we do?
Yep.
But there's one thing you can do right now and cost 1 extra cent.
What's
and
that?
Ladies and gentlemen, is shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our sponsor tonight.
Shut the fuck up. It's free.
Shut the fuck up.
It's free. Yeah, the price is never. I keep hearing these commercials, man, and it's killing me.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, "Oh, isn't inflation making everything more expensive?" I'm like, we all fucking know that. Like we know. But then I was like, that would be that's the ad that I'd be like, all right, like I'm going to that a tattoo parlor or whatever it is.
Shut the fuck up. That's one of my. Well, he didn't say fuck, but like one of my favorite. He should have said fuck. It would have been way better. Was Happy Gilmore. When the orderly, Ben Stiller, the orderly.
Yeah.
She's like, I get a glass of warm milk. You get a glass of shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, a glass of shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Such a good movie, man.
It was a good movie. He played that part. Oh shit.
Well, Happy Gilmore that's great because that brings me.
A Seggy? You got a
Wait,
Seggy?
what was it? Happy Gilmore? Yeah, Happy Gilmore. Brings me to our first.
Segway.
Alan, do you have music for this or not? No, he doesn't. He never does.
I never do.
Sports news.
Sports news.
Yeah.
Sports.
I said Happy Gilmore. That's about golf.
Sports.
Golf is not a sport.
Oh, sports. Still. So, Fred, I'm going to let you take over this week's in the PGA BLC
Sport
DLC. Sport
yeah, man. So
'cause you're more of a golfist than I am.
a golfist, a golfinaire.
Well, what else would it be? What is it? Oh, I guess a golfer probably.
Yeah, it's just a golfer. I'm a golfer.
I like golfists.
I consider myself a golfer. Most people wouldn't consider me a golfer.
More of you're a man of the links.
Yeah, it's just a hack.
The link is
But,
stinky linky.
Yeah, PGA and the Big Live tour. They've been fighting each other for about the past.
Okay,
year
so it
or
is
whatever.
live. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not
a lot of
Roman.
Live.
See, I'm so
Like
used
Liv
to a
Tyler?
Super Bowl.
Oh, you know, it's like what would that be like?
44, like
1004?
LIV. L is 50. I'm pretty sure. And so it's the lettering that they have.
X
Speaking
is,
of lettering,
right?
LIV.
X is
So
10.
it'd be, and then one was X is 10. One is I is 1.
As
V
I
is
yeah.
5.
Right.
L is 50.
50.
And N
I
is
before
100.
V. I before V is
one less, and like 2 I's, yeah. So IV is 3, IV
so
is
it'd be
4.
54.
So it'd be 54. And that's what I kept seeing it. It's because of the font they use. It looks just like the fucking Super Bowl number. Their logo looks just like the Super Bowl number logo,
yeah.
which is a whole thing. But anyway,
54 league.
yeah. So I was like, what's this 54 golf tour? They must have 54 players or something.
Yeah, no. So what it is, it's Saudi backed. So that's like why everybody's mad. Well, that was the excuse
But you didn't.
that
Okay,
they
but
made that they
so
were mad.
what Fred's referencing is it's backed by money from Saudi Arabia, much
Right.
like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
Much
oil.
like the world. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
an oil podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you never knew, but subtly we've been selling you oil and oil products the whole time.
So Liv wanted to join forces back in
Okay.
the beginning, like, you know,
With the PGA.
With the PGA, you
Now
know,
the-
they were gonna
okay.
like, we're gonna bring some money in. You guys, you let us change some of the formats and like the way things are done.
Right.
We're gonna pay the players more. And the PGA was like, what they said was no, because of your
Affiliation.
what do you call it?
Affiliation?
The human rights. I thought it was
Human rights, yeah, human rights violations. That's
Yeah,
what it
okay.
was. Yeah, and this is only like maybe 2 years after this.
Do they do like slave labor on their golf courses or something, or what?
Oh man, they do a bunch of shit, man. Like I'm talking about just like gassing people.
Yeah, they're not nice
on the golf
generally.
course.
No,
On the golf course.
that's what I'm saying. Did they just do? Is it on the golf course?
Hey, that makes
'Cause-
golf harder.
right.
Harder.
You gotta
Like, if
play
you-
through. You gotta
If
play
you
through
hit
mustard
if you
gas.
hit the sand trap,
Oh, that would
literally
be awesome.
off
Actually,
your
that would be
It's
cool.
a trap.
I'd
Yeah.
watch that.
literal sand trap. You have to fight your way out of this.
It's
You and your
the
caddy.
what was the thing in Star Wars?
It's a
Sarlacc.
Yeah, the Sarlacc.
Sarlacc, yeah, it's a Sarlacc. Yeah. No, I can just see it like like you get in, you knock it in, he's like, shit. And the caddy's like, all right. And they put up the clubs and pull out baseball bats and like run in. And as like 3 sand ninja guys jump up out of the sand. They're like ready to fight. Oh man, that would be fucking that is golf, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
The purest sense. Where's the golf music, Al? Do you have the best? Like, golf.
No, I don't have the best.
A tradition. What is it? A game steeped in tradition.
Of murder.
Hey, you know, Asians are big on golf too. So like they could find some sand ninjas.
Ninjas aren't only Asian.
Well, the best ones are.
Well, no, because American Ninja was pretty
what about
good.
American Ninja? Yeah.
Oh, American. Yeah.
Huh?
American Ninja, man. He caught the stars and shit.
He did catch the stars. That movie does not hold up as well as you would think it would. Just for the record,
Really?
I did watch that lately, like recently, and I was like, it just doesn't hit the same as it used to. And a lot of them do, but that one doesn't.
Yeah, it does not.
It's a different world we live in now than the Beverly Hills Ninja world. But anyway, so is the Live Golf Tour, is it more, it's like more international than the PGA, right? Or no?
Yeah, they want to make it like, because I've watched like a couple rounds of it. And
who's the star of like?
Well, so they poached a lot of.
Who would you say is like number one? Is
Mickelson?
Is Mickelson on there?
Maybe like Dustin Johnson. Maybe.
Okay, well he's.
I mean, because they've got like most of the big names,
right? But those guys can all play in Augusta, right?
Yeah. Because Augusta's not. They could play. They could play in all the majors, I believe. So like Augusta, really? The U.S. Open, I wish the one in the Scottish Open. Yes, no, the British Open.
I wish they would like make it where they were like enemies, like wrestling, like inject a little bit of wrestling into it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, the Live draft, the Live versus PGA draft.
Well, they do have some. It's not wrestling, but they have they have the Ryder Cup every year, which is like America versus Europe.
Right. But I want it to be like, this is we're putting a story to golf. Yeah. Like golf has long not had a good, like, here's a fucking some story shit. Ever since Tiger was the story, and there hasn't really been anybody else since. Not that hit as hard. So like, let's do this. Let's make it the PGA versus the Live.
Right.
They battle it out. They're always paired up.
You want to make it like
Johnson's always paired up with. It's wrestling, man.
Yeah. And at the beginning, they come out and do a promo and stuff.
Yeah, and the winner of each tournament gets a belt.
Yeah.
Dude, and they would wear it to the next tournament. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What have we just solved the whole mystery of golf? You would watch the shit. I would watch the shit out of that. I don't care about what happens.
That would be terrible.
No, it wouldn't.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Would be terrible.
They all have theme songs and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
And while one's playing, that's the
thing with the Live tournament, though. Like they really made it like a party
atmosphere. Clubhouse like a mile away. You just hear the music and see the guy walking from like a mile.
Like there's guys out there like doing their thing and they're putting and shit, but in the background you hear it.
Oh, so the Live tournament really was playing music and shit.
Yeah, they were playing
okay.
Throughout the whole every time you hear the guy. Okay, now here's Dustin Johnson on the third green. He's got a 15-foot putt, and in the background.
So was it like Happy Gilmore? Like the crowd and stuff like that?
Yeah. There was like a hole-in-one. Like, you remember the...
but that's what people are claiming
waste management. Like, the waste management I showed you when the guy had a hole-in-one and they just covered the green in beer cans.
Yeah. Oh, infamy. So, the history of the game, the waste management open.
So that was a Live. The waste management thing was a Live.
No, that's a PGA tour, but that's the only one that you can get down like that.
Begging for golf to just like, come on, let one rip.
It's there, man. Like they've got a following, dude.
Golf is boring.
No, it's not. It's because you don't play.
It's boring as well. Exactly.
Not boring. It's not boring. It's not boring.
If it wasn't boring, I would play it.
It's boring. No, you wouldn't. Man,
I'm so good at putt-putt, Fred. Remember the other day I told that story about putt-putt? I feel like those skills would translate directly to the golf course.
They would.
No, they wouldn't.
They would.
I've tried to golf. I am terrible at golf, and that's why I hate it.
You just don't know how to swing.
I do know how to swing. Poorly.
No, you don't. Yeah, of course. Yeah, poorly.
Yeah, that's the only way I know how to swing.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, once you get out there.
feet of American muscle. It's hard to get this thing all in one.
Dude,
I don't take yoga, Fred.
You get that shit and I'm gonna take you to the range. You got a range like up the street from your house, man.
I do. It's a bucket. It's a guy with buckets.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
That guy, that's a great idea, by the way.
What?
He's like, I got a field. I'm just going to open up. No, he's like, I got a field. I'll just open up a driving range that's like honor whatever. Like there's nobody there. You just go and do it. And everybody and there's like
sometimes
a million people.
They have a lady sitting out there. Sometimes they have a lady
when they're bored, like sitting out there drinking a beer.
Yeah, but that's what they are. They're old retired couple.
Yeah, they make money on that shit.
That's what I want to do. I got a field in the back of my house. I want to fucking.
You ought to do that. You ought to open an RV. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So Fred, so they decided after a year of like fighting.
Right.
That they're going to get together now and team up.
But that's the thing about it. Like these guys, the guys that didn't go to live,
right,
should be pissed off because the guys that went to live and took the money and were told if you take the money and go, you can't come back. You know, they're like, okay.
Because it was significantly more. They got paid, if I'm right.
They got paid up front.
You got paid. It didn't matter if you won or lost.
Front. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It didn't matter if you won or lost. You signed a contract to play.
Yeah, you got the money. You know what I'm saying? The money's yours. You know what I'm saying? Now you just have to play when we tell you to play.
Right.
Nobody got cut in the live either, right? That was part of
they have like a so everybody stays like all 4 days.
Yeah.
Everybody
that's
stays,
cool,
you know, but they have like a team aspect too at the same time. So like there's teams of 4 and lowest man's scores count. And then like teams say what?
Lowest being best?
Yes, lowest being best. And the teams like have money staked in it.
Okay.
Like their own
so
money.
they put up
they put up their own money, which I thought was kind of interesting too. You know what I'm saying?
That's way better.
So and the teams are like crazy team names, like the 4 Aces and Hot Flames, or I'm saying just crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
long strokes.
Yeah.
Put it in once. Or something.
Team 2 in the pink.
There you go.
It's just crazy.
Team holding.
Yeah, this is what the live's gonna end up like. It'll be like this, you know, like.
So what Allan's picture is as trying to chip when there's 2 naked bikers in the woods off of 17 having sex. I don't live anywhere near Highway 17, Allan, so I don't know what you're talking about. And it's got a baseball player. With his eyes looking away from where they should be looking.
Yeah.
Yes. And look
and that is a meme, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but look who did it.
Yeah, Shooter.
I know, Shooter McGavin. I knew that. What's his real name? Go. Got it? Nobody knows.
Shooter McGavin?
Jonathan Majors.
He eats pieces
of shit. Is it Jonathan Majors?
Breakfast.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You need to cut that in.
Let me look on the back of my
Shooter McGavin. How do you have it? Yeah.
98.
Look at that. See, you could have pulled that out at any point before now.
That's what she said.
His name would be
Ralph Macchio.
Jesus Christ, I can't read it.
No, it ain't his name. Jesus Christ.
Things are too small.
Christopher McDonald.
Christopher McDonald is his name.
Yes, he played Shooter McGavin.
He did play Shooter
in that movie that we're talking about.
Back to your hole. Just go to your hole.
Back in your hole, so you can never be seen on camera again because no one can see that part of your shelf.
Well, that's
okay. But you got a new sign, Fred.
I do.
It says, presidents are temporary. Wu-Tang is forever.
It is.
Wish we could get somebody from Wu-Tang on the show. We should try
probably could. You could probably get one of the Killer Bees on.
You think? One of the lesser known members of Wu-Tang? I'd take that. Shit.
Yeah.
Still more well known than we are.
I went to see
that. Tweet the show.
Wu-Tang. They came to concert here in town. That's about 2-3 years ago. And Old Dirty Bastard's son has now taken his spot. Like on the Wu-Tang, in the Wu-Tang
ODBJ.
So, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's what's going to happen.
So his name is what? Old Dirty.
He's young
Kid
dirty
with
bastard.
the dad. Because
Old Dirty.
He's young dirty bastard.
Yeah,
He's not a bastard because we know who his dad is.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, he's just called young. He's called dirty.
Yeah, young dirty.
He's like, well, I won't wash then. Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, Fred, that's amazing that they could do that. That like he could let him take over, which we give credit for. But I have a question for you, Fred, and for Allan.
Okay.
So we're coming up on our 100th show, right? Yeah. A few more episodes, we'll be there. How does it count? Does it count? And this doesn't have anything to do. Is 100 the 100th or is the 99th the 100? I don't know.
What? Why would?
No, I guess 100 would be 100.
Why the fuck
I
would
feel
it
like
be that
but
way?
I feel like should we celebrate our 100th show on the 100th show or do you celebrate it on the next show?
No, we
So
celebrate.
you celebrate the show
on the show.
But what if we do this? What if we just do a regular episode for number 100? And then for 101, we pay tribute to the episode we did the week before.
Yeah.
For the whole hour.
Just talk about things we talked
Talk about episode number 100.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Remember that one time when I did that thing?
But remember in the beginning when Allan fucked up the cue to start the show? Remember that?
Well, that would show what 14, 15.
Yeah, that would show every show. But anyway, no. So my question is, I was thinking of, we got to celebrate in some manner, right? Regardless of when we celebrate.
Got to do something crazy.
We have to celebrate. Yeah, we have to do some. Okay, as men and ladies who are listening. No, ladies are
As
listening.
men.
But yeah, and men and other whatever. Happy Pride Month. Whatever you're into. Sometimes you have to do what's called a feat of strength.
Oh,
or your physical prowess. You have to show your physical prowess as a man.
that's right. You got to make them. You got to
Right, you
let
gotta
people
make
know
'em
your
represent.
feet are strong.
Put some weight on my name up in here in a different way.
Put some weight on my.
Put my weights. Get it going. So Fred, I have a couple of physical challenges I would be willing to participate in, or like otherwise, for the 100th episode. So we're going to go through them. I want you to see what you guys think you could do and if you're willing to actually try it or not. And here's where we're going to start, Brad. Okay. How many in two hands, right? Allan, you got to answer these two.
Okay.
How many full grocery store bags do you think you can carry? 30 yards. 10 yards. 10 yards is more than from the car to the house.
It
at
depends
one
on
time.
what they feel it.
At one
I
time.
can carry
Just
100
randomly-
bags of
What
bread.
kind of grocery store bags? The plastic
Yeah, the
ones?
plastic
or the big
bags.
ones?
Plastic bags.
I
Let's
can
kill
carry
them
100 bags of bread.
It's a mixed bag.
You can
it's
carry
literally a
100
mixed
bags
bag.
of bread.
Yeah, 100 grocery bags of bread, 50 on each
How
hand.
are you
Let's
going to
go.
carry 100? I don't think you can
50
do
on
that.
each hand. Let's go.
Allan, we can't buy a goddamn 100 loaves
No,
of bread to
hell
test this
no.
out, dude. Like,
I'll take your
I really want to, man. I really want to. That's like $300. That's
Come
like
on,
$500
somebody
worth
see
of
where your
bread.
challenge is. Put your money where your challenge is.
What if we just go to a grocery store and just try it in the grocery store?
Well, we could tell the grocery store when the bread guy comes here, we'll just get Fred to take it off
Oh, we
the
can be
truck.
sponsored by Sunbeam Bread. Finally.
Look, that bread gonna be squished. Like
That's the problem. You can't return bread.
Yeah, you can't.
Generally
you can't
speaking.
take bread back. But
So, okay. So,
real
a random
quick, like,
array.
a household.
Let's say every fifth bag is a gallon of milk.
Oh boy, every fifth bag.
Every fifth bag is a gallon
I
of
don't
milk.
even know if I could do 5. So
Yeah.
Really?
I could probably do 10. I could do if I got
I could
2
do 5
gallons
in
of
each
milk.
hand.
Yeah, 5 in each hand.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
You got
You gotta
got a
carry
gallon
them-
of milk
you gotta
in
carry
each
them
one of
too.
And you might have some
Yeah.
canned goods in there.
Yeah,
You got
a
to
little bit of
distribute the
everything.
weight evenly.
A little bit of everything. So, how
Right.
many do you think you could carry in your 2 sexy hands for 10 full yards?
10 yards. Oh man,
10 yards, 30
10
feet,
yards.
30 American feet.
That's easy.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Because sometimes if you don't put that milk right, see, I got a strategy that I do. I think I fully believe that I could carry 18 bags.
18 bags.
18 bags. Because I got a strategy, Allan. I have figured it out.
Well, I can't do 18. I'd say about maybe
I have big hands. See, look.
maybe like 5. I think I'd do 5 in each one. Yeah.
So that's 10.
10 bags.
That's 10 bags,
I was
right.
gonna say Because I'm better than Allan. I'd say 12.
You cut it in half. I can carry that bag where they put a greeting card in it. Like just one greeting card.
I need that in the bag by itself, please.
Yeah, like, oh, could you bag that separately? And they're like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, also put these 2 sodas and random gum in a bag individually.
So you must be talking to yourself because ain't nobody bagging groceries no more.
Yeah, that's true. No, I still go to places. It depends on where you go. If you go to a fancy grocery store, they will bag the shit out of that thing. They'll even offer to take it to your car. If you go where we go, they're like, bye.
Yeah.
We gotta pay for the cart. You know?
Yeah. That's
You didn't
true.
bring that to put all the stuff in?
Yeah, they're like, what do you want us to do about it? You paid us.
Crazy.
No. You're
I did
not
that
our
the
problem
first time
anymore.
I went to
Just
like
leave the store.
Costco. I fucking just started buying shit and I was I didn't get no, I was like, what the fuck? Don't get a bag of that? Nah.
Yeah, they're like, nope, what? That's,
You got to go in the back and get the boxes and all that.
Yeah, get the old boxes.
dude, I love that though. I love it because then I come home and I'm like, oh, I have 3 boxes that I now have to get rid of. Great.
Yeah, wonderful.
And we have the reusable bags that we're supposed to take.
Right.
And then they're always in the car that doesn't get taken to the place. Every damn time. It doesn't matter which car we take.
My wife had
there.
like a bunch of wine bags. Like kept these wine bags. I'm like, why do we have all these fucking wine bags? You don't even drink like that. So I started throwing away like on the sly.
And now
I
you
put
need
like one in the trash every couple of months.
like, sorry. Anyway, so how many did you say? 12?
I said 12.
Okay. We can test
18,
this
that's
out.
a lot, man.
I think I can do it. That's 9 in each hand. Well, that's 2 on each finger, essentially.
2 on each
one floater.
finger?
Yeah, you can't hold 2 grocery bags in one. Okay, that's probably a lot.
You put that milk. You better put that milk on your thumb or something.
No, you put the milk going crossways over the other bags. So you do double bag. We're not going to get into that. We will cover this thoroughly on the 100th episode. I'll draw a fucking diagram. I'll put a whiteboard behind me and I'll draw a diagram during the show about like, see, look, and then you put the X and it's like a John Madden. Bam.
20 bags.
Okay, so we got that. We're probably not going to do that. We might. I don't know. We can probably find 18 bags of groceries.
We
That's
might
too much
chip in
physical
and
labor.
buy everybody buy like 3 bags.
Like,
of pieces.
everybody buy 63 loaves of bread so we can try the 100 loaf challenge. That should be the next internet challenge, Fred. Is a 100 loaf challenge.
100 loaf challenge.
Can you carry 100 loaves of bread at once? 10 yards? Why not?
Yeah.
Hashtag 100 loaf. Anyway, so how many, Fred, and this was actually posed to be one of my kids, and this is kind of what made me think about this. How many chicken nuggets do you think you could eat in one sitting? Crunchy chicken nuggets. Like McDonald's.
McDonald's chicken nuggets?
We'll say McDonald's. I would say Target, or like Aldi chicken nuggets, but most people can probably relate to McDonald's.
You're right. So
do you think you could crush okay, we'll start off. You could probably eat a 4-piece.
Yeah.
Okay. You can eat a 6-piece.
I get a 6.
You can probably kill a 10-piece.
Yeah.
Do you think you can take out a
Next
20
one's a
piece?
20. That 20 is.
Or do you think a 10 and a 6? Could you do a 10 and a 4? We got to play the game, man.
Yeah. They got.
But it has to be a number that adds up because I'm not buying extra fucking nuggets.
I can do a 20.
You think you can do a 40? Because I think they have a 40 piece.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot.
Well, it depends on what time I get home if I haven't eaten.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so under ideal conditions, it's the middle of the afternoon. You haven't
If I
eaten
eat
all
40
day.
chicken nuggets, I'm gonna throw up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, right. I didn't say if you couldn't throw up. I'm just saying how many do you think?
If I eat 40 chicken nuggets,
I'm not gonna
in the
be able to
middle
keep
of
them
the day,
down.
It'll be.
I think I'm around 16 probably is about.
Yeah, that's
the
a good
most I
number.
do. 16
I was gonna say like 17, but
yeah,
because I'm better than y'all.
Right.
But
Well, I can eat at lunch. I can eat 20. I'll eat 20. I can eat 20 at lunch.
But are you eating fries too?
No, you said chicken nuggets.
I'm asking at lunch.
Do I get sauce?
Yeah, unlimited. You get 3 things of sauce, 1 tub of sauce.
That's so stupid.
I know. Like it costs them so. They make so much money and they charge you for this fucking sauce. Oh my god! The trick is to ask until once they hand you the bag, you're like,
can I?
I'm sorry, can I get some of that sauce? And they're like, Okay. I remember, dude.
Give me that
I'm actually probably the reason McDonald's does that now is because like I back in the day when I used to work at McDonald's and drive through, people would be like, "Can I get some sauce?" I'm like, they were like a younger person.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I got you," and I give them like a box. Like, gotta go. Like I used to do stupid shit like that all the time. Because I'm like, that's funny. That's
people
common.
going crazy for that Szechuan sauce or was it
Szechuan sauce? I wanted some of that Szechuan sauce, and it was too far. I decided. So, Fred, I really wanted the. They re-released it like not too long ago, or like over a year ago now. But
like Rick and Morty promotion.
Yeah, it was like Rick and Morty thing. So they re-released it, and I was like, I'm gonna go get some of that Szechuan sauce, like you said. And so I'm like thinking, okay, so I got to find where they're doing it.
Right. And
I realized that my want and like my need, my quote unquote need for Szechuan sauce had about a 30-mile radius because they had one in Clemson, South Carolina, which is about 35 miles away. And I was like, no, never mind.
That,
like, no, I'll live without it. I can just go get some Szechuan sauce from any Chinese place. But yeah, I was all about it until I was like, but I got to drive an hour to do now. Yeah. Because it's also one of the few. So all the other fatties are going to be there. It's going to be, it's going to be a whole thing, man. Like that's the thing. And ultimately I know.
When they go to a fatty fight.
Right. And I know what's going to happen. And at the end of the day, I'm comfortable enough with myself to say, you know what? I guess I can just survive off sweet and sour. It's fine. Like, I don't care. It's not worth literally getting pushed on my back, which is the worst possible thing that can happen to a fat person. So, I mean, other than like a heart attack and stuff, but number one, most likely and terrible thing is just being pushed on your back like a turtle, and there's no way to get up.
Can you imagine all them fat people just on the floor?
Just on the someone push us.
You walk in, you're like, oh, walk back.
You're like, I'm here for the Szechuan.
Open up the door.
Give me that Szechuan, honey. Like, give me that 27. Imagine the nuggets they would sell that day, though. God.
Yeah.
40 pieces flying out like four.
Flying out the window.
Flying out like fours the next day.
Oh my God.
Where did I go the other day? And they said they were out of something very important that they were like, we have no sodas. And I was like, what, no sodas? And they're like,
that was
no
at McDonald's, right? And they said they had coffee or something like that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Goddamn, our life's
like
boring. All right,
Big
so I think I could eat 16 chicken nuggets. That could actually probably happen.
Yeah.
So Fred says 17, Allan says 20.
Yeah. I tell you what we can do.
So
we can see who eats them the fastest.
Well, how many would you like? That's not fair. That's not a fair fight for you guys. Actually, Fred, your mouth is probably bigger than mine, so you could probably use all four at once.
Done.
Well,
eat it like a sandwich.
If we're not gonna do, that's delicious. If we're not gonna do that, have you ever done the thing? Do you remember when they like came out with the goddamn this fucking food chat? So remember when McDonald's came out and they're like, we know what you really want. You really want to put nuggets on a Big Mac. You remember that? No. Yeah, they came out with the whole thing. No. And they were like called like hacks, McHacks or something like that.
Oh my God.
I guess. I don't know if they were called McHacks, but they should have been.
Put nuggets on a Big Mac?
Yeah, it was like nuggets on a Big Mac. And I think it was like fish fillet sauce on a quarter or fish fillet, patty. Yeah, like maybe on a quarter pounder or something. It was weird. It was stuff that I was like, I don't want any of that. I don't want anything to do with that.
Maybe that's when what was that Jack Black said? He was like eating he likes to put a Big Mac on a fish fillet and put fries in it.
I'll tell you my Big Mac hack or my Mac hack.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Hack is to do fish fillet, which I don't do very often, with sweet and sour sauce. Delicious. Anyway, that's from working back at McDonald's back in the day. Yeah. It works, Fred.
Yeah.
It hides the fish. Anywho.
It hides the fish.
It hides the quote unquote fish.
Yeah.
So then you ask McDonald's, you're like, what kind of fish is this? They're like, cooked. Fish. And that's it.
Breaded.
Yeah, breaded and deep fried, dummy. Yeah. It's Filet-O.
Duh.
You never heard of the Filet-O fish? That's what it is, you idiot.
It's a rare fish.
It's the worst fish. Anyway, so what is your favorite sauce at McDonald's, by the way? Mine is sweet and sour.
I like honey mustard.
Honey mustard is a good sauce. What about you, Allan?
Hot sauce.
They have hot sauce?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have hot sauce with nuggets.
Ew.
The hot sauce.
I didn't know. I used to do honey. Ooh, you can do hot sauce and honey.
Yeah,
That's
honey
the best
is-
thing. That's the best thing for chicken in the world is hot sauce and honey. Anyway, so Fred, on a wider note than chicken, not really. How many? And this will be the last one. And this one we might actually do because I know you're a huge fan of the movie Cool Hand Luke. You know, you never seen Cool Hand Luke?
No.
You're the one who said you wanted to see how many boiled eggs you could eat in one sitting. That is directly lifted from the plot of Cool Hand Luke.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what I thought you were talking about when you said that.
No.
That is a Paul Newman classic
Really?
where he's challenged by, he's in prison. He's cool.
Yeah.
And he's challenged by the other guys. I think it's eat 50 boiled eggs in an hour or something like that. And like, oh, it was a mess. You should watch the movie. It's great.
I've seen the excuse me. The I know the Guns N' Roses song, the Civil War,
it starts with
the beginning. That's from Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Cool Hand Luke's a great movie.
He walks it that way. I thought it was a woman. And I watched that clip, and I was
What we
like,
have here is a failure
to communicate.
yeah.
Oh, good stuff. So, Fred, how many boiled eggs? And see, now I'll be honest with you. I would probably be less than 6. Probably 6 is about the maximum amount of eggs.
That's probably where I'm at too.
that'd be
I can't eat them more
one
than
or
that.
two. I mean, well, I don't know because I can eat the fuck out of some deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking deviled eggs too, but boiled eggs means
boiled eggs
chalk
look
inside.
different. Yeah.
Now, if they're like parboiled, where like the inside, like ramen eggs, where the inside is still
Yoki.
like, what do they call it? They call it something. A jammy egg is what they call it in like Britain,
Jam.
where it's like the yolk is is not like fully cooked. I
Right.
could probably eat 10 of those.
How you get the yolk off? I mean, how you get the shell off? How you do that without?
Well, no, you still boil it. So like you
Yeah.
boil a regular, God damn it. You boil a regular egg. I'm just realizing that if I'm listening to this, I'm like, so we've been talking about McNuggets and eggs and fucking golf. And this is the weirdest fucking show. Happy 96th, everybody. Go Happy Pride Month as well. So no, you still boil it to an extent. You just boil it like 5 minutes less than.
Yeah, but then like you can't get the shell
No,
off
the
of
white
it.
still cooks. It's just the
The shell
yolk.
still won't come off. Like the shell.
You have to. Okay, I did an experiment.
If you
because
underboil an egg, that shell.
I promised. So let me tell you, I promised to make 2 dozen deviled eggs
Right.
for a work event, and I forgot. If I'm being honest with you, and this was around Thanksgiving, and so I was like, shit, I have to stay up late and make 2 dozen deviled eggs, which doesn't seem like it's that much to do,
Yeah.
right? That's a dozen eggs,
Right.
right? Oh no, not for me. It's not.
It's 24.
So what happened is I was like, how do I get these eggs so that everything comes off super simple? And they were like, the best way to boil eggs, because fucking internet, I went against my best wishes. It is like, put the eggs in the water, start the eggs, like then put it on high and boil them, and then it'll fucking whatever. But put the eggs in the water when it's cold.
Right.
Right. Okay. So I did that. I did a dozen of them that way. Tried to peel them, and I could not peel one of the eggs.
Yeah.
They all fused to the egg. So I like fought with this thing for an hour. All my eggs was like, they were fucked up, man. They were like all
underboiled.
cut up and everything.
Yeah. They're
And like I was like, I can't serve. Like I was looking at them like maybe I could serve.
these.
I had one, Fred. I had one half of an egg that I was like, this is the one that I can serve. But I have to try one, So I got to do what I got to do. Daddy eats first. But anyway, so I was like, shit, what am I going to do? And then I read then I read more, of course, because that's what I always do. And it was like, oh, you idiot. Just put it in boiling water like you normally do. And that's what makes it release.
Yeah.
So I had to reboil. This time I did like 16 eggs because I was like, I'm going to fuck these up. I had to reboil the eggs. It's like 11:30 at night, and I'm boiling eggs in my freaking kitchen. But if you do them that way, they work great. So if you put them in boiling water, It's the way to go.
Put them in boiling water.
Eggs into the boiling water, not into cold water, and make it boil.
Right.
There you go. That's our Black Lincoln Collective 96 episodes.
Either that or go on Amazon and for $16, they have a thing that you can put a dozen eggs in it, pour some water in it, turn the button on, and it automatically does it for you.
It'll boil the eggs for you?
Yeah.
My mistake only cost me
It's like a
$3.
pressure cooker type of
It
deal.
was like $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll just boil.
That was
eggs.
back when eggs were cheap.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the 96th episode of the Black Lincoln Collective
The
Podcast.
Black Lincoln Collective Podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Dodge! Why are you always making me climb in the smallest of places?
Well, Jared, this is the best way to get to the podcast that we need to steal this week.
It's always
Like we do every week on Mondays.
Mondays, every Monday.
Yeah, religiously.
Sometimes I wish we could just walk through the door, but yeah. Every Monday on where do they find it?
On Spotify, Apple, anywhere that you can find podcasts. That's where we are.
I get so hot in these vents. I think they have the heater on.
Wait, oh, Jeremy, don't move. Oh, wait. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts and stuff.
We're gonna take your podcast and we're gonna do it
Better,
faster,
stronger,
hornier.
Yes.
In an hour.
Or more. Sometimes.
Hello, this is President Joe Biden. When I'm watching Matlock or eating my chocolate chip ice cream, I listen to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. No joke. I do.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad you're still with us. If you're still with us, if the boiled egg talk didn't run you off, I don't know what's gonna. So, we just talked for 10 minutes almost about boiling eggs, literally about boiling eggs.
Boiled eggs. Hey.
Literally. And I don't even think we decided that see, that's the thing. So I thought like with the feats of strength that we would be like, these are impressive numbers. Like, I think I can eat 70 eggs. We're like, I can eat 3.
Six eggs.
6. And that is a lot of eggs, though.
It is, man.
A lot of eggs.
That's a lot of indigestion. That's some indigestion. You looking for a
that's
fight.
egg burps for like a week.
Yeah, man. You got them egg farts, man. You can't even sleep in the same bed with your wife.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's nothing you can do. And they just sit. They sit and hang low.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Fred, they're persistent. They just stick around for weeks and weeks and days and hours and all kinds of different times.
They dance.
Just like Fred, what's been sticking around in my head all day today, which is a little song. So I'm going to let you and Allan play our version of 20 questions, sort of. What song am I thinking of? Or what song is in my head? Maroon 5 edition.
Oh.
Now let me tell you this. Just because it's Maroon 5 edition doesn't necessarily mean that it's a Maroon 5 song. It just means I wanted to throw you off.
I was gonna start just naming
What a twist.
5 songs.
I don't know any. Or do I? Or do I? You'll find out.
I don't.
All right. So Allan and Fred are going to ask me yes or no questions. And listeners, feel free to tweet the show and tell me what song is in my head. Maroon 5 edition. Hashtag Maroon 5. I'm going to look at all of the Maroon 5 tweets. Are they people still tweeting Maroon 5?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay. So I'm going to let Allan start by asking a yes or no question about what song is in my head.
Is it
Maroon 5 edition?
Is it an 80s song?
No.
Not an 80s song. Do you hear this song often?
No, not really. I'm going to give more than one word answers because I can't. We'll be here. I'm realizing how slow this is going. Within seconds.
Is it the Osamtic song?
No, probably not. I don't know what the Osamtic song is, but I don't know.
Osamtic.
No, it's not. It is now, but it wasn't before. End of segment. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll give you a clue about this song.
All right.
Okay, it is in an iconic movie that is loved to this day. All right.
Is it Celine Dion? Our Heart Will Go On?
No. Unless it was that one. There's one version of that song where it cuts in quotes from the movie, and so it's like, "Well, we're good." And it's like, "I'll never forget you, Jack," and like that shit. When I heard it, made me feel feelings, Fred. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. Also, R.I.P. Celine Dion's tour. She canceled that. She's sick. She's not.
She's sick.
She can't sing. I don't think. Anyway. So, not Celine Dion.
Okay. Allan.
Okay, and it's in
listeners, feel free to chime in.
It's in a movie that everybody likes that you said.
It's in an iconic movie from an iconic age that I would be willing to bet you that children of all ages and adults of all ages have seen it.
It's not an 80s.
Hundreds of
times.
It's
not an 80s movie.
No, it's not.
Is it Let It Go?
No. No, it is not that.
Is it a rock and roll song?
Yes. It's our first yes of the night.
It's a rock and roll song.
It's a rock and roll song.
Yes, not from the 80s. Okay. You didn't ask about any other decade. So,
is it from the 2000s?
No. No.
Okay.
Does the movie star Patrick Swayze?
No, it does not. It is not Roadhouse.
She's like the wind.
I was thinking Dirty Dancing.
Tu Wong Fu? Oh.
Tu Wong Fu.
With Love, Julie Newmar?
Yeah, that's the one.
That shit was like 1995, by the way, and that movie could not be made today.
No.
For the completely different reason.
I don't know. Because they didn't...
If Patrick Swayze wasn't dead,
they respected it. The drag queens love that movie.
Oh yeah, no, and I'm saying no, it couldn't be made because of a different reason.
What?
Because back then it was like, oh, these dudes would never dress in drag because of like, now it's like, oh, white people will not go see this movie if there are people in drag.
Yeah, yeah. They wouldn't make any money. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Now the gay community got money, man.
But anyway.
We're all going to buy out some theaters.
So it is not that.
It's not that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Damn it.
Give me some more.
Ooh, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, give me a lifeline. Beep, boop, boop.
I don't have a life. I don't know what that means.
Remember, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I know, but I don't have any. Who are you going to call?
Yeah.
I'm going to call Freddie.
You can't call me because I know the song.
Is it Friday Night's a Great Night for Football?
No, it is not. I've never seen
it. Oh my God, I love that song. It's for the last Boy Scout.
Oh yeah, I've seen it all the time.
Friday night's a great night for football. You can feel it in the air. You love that shit.
Not that. This is harder than I thought it would be for you guys, honestly.
Okay. Is it a 90s
yes.
theme?
No, yes, it is a 90s film.
It's a 90s film.
Yes. Ask other questions about it.
90s film. Does it star Julia Roberts?
No.
All right.
We'll start plowing through these.
Okay. Is it Freddie, say something.
Ferris Bueller?
No, that was in the 80s.
That was in the 80s.
What type of movie could it be? Maybe that was.
Yes. Okay. Is it an action movie?
Is it the one from Dumb and Dumber?
No.
Okay.
Is it a romance movie?
No. God damn, no.
It's a kids
comedy?
movie.
Yes, to both.
What do you say?
It is a kids movie. It is a comedy.
Kids movie and comedy.
Right.
90s.
90s.
Okay. Never Had a Friend Like Me.
No. More iconic than that.
That wasn't a comedy.
More iconic.
I mean, Mustafa dies in it.
Oh.
Is it?
No, it's not from The Lion King. I'll give you that. Why would it ever be from The Lion King? I don't know. Because it's Pride Month.
No.
Right? Right?
Okay.
I nailed it.
It's a kid movie
in
from
more
the
ways than one.
90s. I don't know.
Kids movie.
Okay.
90s.
Was it?
Is it Aladdin?
No.
Is it in Aladdin?
Is it live action? Is it animated?
You said it's a kids movie? Oh, sorry.
I know. Was it a live action?
Okay, is it live
you
action?
Ask these questions. You have to ask these questions. I can't ask myself the
Is
question.
it animated?
Yes.
It's animated. Okay.
It is an iconic children's film from the 1990s that probably everyone has seen.
I don't think your iconic is my
I
iconic.
believe when you find out the answer, you're going to feel like an idiot. You won't feel like what the theme of this song is.
Is it Little Mermaid?
No.
Damn.
It's not just for ladies. It's a movie that all people loved.
A movie that all
Baby's
people
Kids? I don't know.
movie
Try
that all
again.
people loves. It's animated and it's in the 90s.
It's in the 90s. It had an iconic song that is the opposite of what you guys are being right now.
Whoa, what are you talking?
You're failing this.
I am, like,
You're not being this.
is it
type
Disney?
No, I don't think so.
Is it Pixar?
No. Maybe. No, I don't know. Let me look it up.
Is it Toy Story?
It's not Toy Story. It is DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Is it a Shrek?
Maybe.
Is
What?
it?
Come on.
This is what song is in my head.
The
This
Smash
isn't
Mouth
what
song?
movie.
Is it the Smash Mouth one?
I don't know the name of that song.
The
Hey Now, You're a Rock
Good
Star,
Rock
All-Star,
Star,
All-Star.
Right now.
It is All Star. From
It's All Star?
Yes, it took 73 questions. All Star from Smash Mouth is the thing that I want. That it is, and Allan wins the points.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna love me.
Yeah, so I had that song in my head all day. We're in 5 edition.
Really?
That whole segment, Fred. Wow. That whole segment was brought to you by our friends at the Christian Science Reading Room.
Hey,
Fred, are you curious about science, or as we call it, the devil's arithmetic? Come on down to the Christian Science Reading Room and learn all the Jesus-approved science you can handle, even though most of us don't believe in science at all. Marvel as you learn about King Nebuchadnezzar's invention of skateboards. You'll be amazed when you learn that the Pope invented gravity twice. Gasp in horror as you tour the hall of the theory of relativity and Satan. Learn about Methuselah, inventor of the golden shower. And Samson's accidental creation of hair gel. And so much more. Only at your local Christian Science Reading Room. That's right. Unlike science, we still exist. Oh, and so Allan left.
Oh,
he's probably coming back. I'm sure he'll be back later. Nope, it's just him. Nailed it. Couldn't get him on. We called him out. I even said his name and he didn't show up. So that worked out. Maybe he's boycotting the 96 episode because he's not a big Pride guy. So, I think anyway.
Hey,
he's back.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Fred.
There he goes. What's up, Big Red?
Wouldn't be it.
Hey, I was listening to the last ad, and you guys were giving me credit for something that I invented.
Were we?
You know what else I invented?
What's that?
Anal beads. Yeah, you know what anal beads are, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Anal Beads.
Yeah. Anal beads. I invented that. And I invented a few other things, Freddie. You want to know about them?
What else?
I invented...
Satan, did you invent the cheese that has maggots in it that people eat?
Yes, I invented that.
That's a real thing, Fred.
Yes, I invented the cheese, the Gouda cheese. And I invented that. And I invented the reverse rubber.
Did you invent the 96?
Reverse rubber.
Yeah,
What's the reverse rubber?
You don't put it on. That's what I invented.
Oh my God, that's great.
And I invented the 96.
The 96, the most useless move in the Kama Sutra, the 96.
No, that with the combination of the anal beads. Oh man!
Yeah, now we got a party.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's like, hey baby, come over here. Oh, anal beads.
All right, bye. Bye, Satan. Bye. Yeah, no, you gotta go. I can't kick you off the show because I don't have producer abilities.
That's right, motherfuckers.
But if Allan was here, he would also kick you off the show.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas from my family to yours.
Merry Christmas, Satan.
How
does he celebrate Christmas?
I'm telling you, it's Christmas all
we
year.
celebrate Christmas.
That is hell for some people.
Yeah,
24/7.
Oh yeah, I guess if it's hell for some people, then it counts and Satan can hang with it and do it.
Because people have to buy them gifts and all that crap.
How many people are in your family?
Oh man, there's like millions and millions and millions of people.
Oh, he's like the whole hell family. Welcome to this. Wishes you Merry Christmas.
The whole hell family wishes you Merry Christmas.
The hell.
From the hells.
Freddie,
from the hell Satans.
For your Christmas. It starts with A and finishes with B.
What is it?
Anal beads.
Wait, he said it finishes with B.
Oh shit!
Get out of here, Satan. You gotta go.
They still go up your ass.
It was great. That was great.
All right, guys.
All right, bye.
I love you, Freddie.
Love you too, buddy.
Freddie.
Bye bye.
I love you.
All right, we're gonna take.
Say it, Freddie. No, we're not taking a break until Freddie says it. Say it, Freddie.
All right, guys. Well, it's been good.
No.
See you next week.
All right. Merry Christmas from my family to yours.
Okay, we're taking a break.
Except Freddie.
Okay, we're taking a quick break. We'll be right back. Bye.
The new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast just dropped on BLCpodcast.com. You want to come to the bathroom and listen to it?
Sure.
The Black Lincoln Collective Podcast, the only podcast for gays and gays in rest area bathrooms. This is the #1 rated podcast. Do you feel like if your name was like, so like we all have, fairly regular names, right?
Right.
But do you feel like people who have like fucked up names have like more of a drive to like be successful in life? Like if your name was Butt, if your name was Fred Butt, would you feel like, seriously, I know this is a dumb question. We're back by the way.
I don't know. I believe it depends on the person. You know
but do you feel like the scorn and funny, like if your name was, let's just say your name was Wanda Cum, and this is just a name I made up. It literally is just a name I made
Wanda
up. Would you be like, hey, do you feel like the constant ridicule?
Too, right?
Yeah, exactly. The ridicule would eventually drive you to the point where you're like, I have got.
No, you just put like a thing over the top of it. A Kume.
It's
Kume.
It's
Kume. Her name is Wanda Kume.
A Kume.
Joe Dirte.
Yeah. No, it depends on the person though. Like if a strong-willed person has a name like that, he'll just use it to drive himself. But like
it's kind of like, you remember the Johnny Cash, and again, you don't, but you remember the Johnny Cash song, A Boy Named Sue? Yeah. The moral of that song was like his dad named him Sue.
Right.
So he'd be tough and like fight. Out. Yeah.
Right.
And like he beat up his dad, or whatever.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that would be the case if your name was Sue Houston? Would you be like, hey, now I'm going to have to fuck people up?
Yeah, I had to fuck people up my whole life.
Would you be more of a badass? Yeah. I wonder that sometimes.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. I'm like, why didn't you name me something crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if the names when they came in, they probably, let's say they were immigrants and they came in, they give them names. So
Sure.
They couldn't say their names.
Yeah.
So they give them names.
And sometimes you took the last name of the thing you did. So
if you did butts. If you just finished like banging some chick on the way into the harbor, your last name is going to be.
Look at that! There goes old George Butts again.
Yeah, look at that ass. That George Butts is one specimen. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe he's just a guy with a really nice butt.
Yeah,
and like so much so that the dudes in like 1873 were like, "That's the butt."
Oh, no, sorry, George. Oh, you mean George Butt, the one with the butt?
See that guy? Have you seen that one?
There's so many Georges.
Right. Oh, George Butts. Have you seen that dude on the internet that's an influencer and he has like a really big butt?
Oh,
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I see that dude.
He has like a really nice mustache.
He did the thing on the ambulance, they put him on the gurney.
I see that. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. That guy's probably a descendant of George Butt.
Yeah. If he takes some Ozempic, he'll have Ozempic butt. It'll just sag.
Oh, sad. That's true, though. Sad.
Yeah.
So, Fred, since we don't know what we could have been if our names were worse, sad. I can tell you some things about our area that will make you feel better about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's time for the long-awaited return, Fred.
Oh.
Don't Move Here News.
Don't Move Here News.
And Allan does not have the music ready. He'll been playing this for hours.
I know, yeah. It's
Don't Move Here News. You got it. He nailed it, sort of.
Sponsored by who?
Sponsored by Box of Rocks. Ladies and gentlemen, summer's just around the corner. You know what you need? You need a 50-pound box of rocks delivered to your doorstep.
Hey.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Delivered to the end of your driveway.
Yeah.
I forgot that is one of their deals.
Oh, you could do the gift for somebody else.
Going to the lake this
Buy
summer?
them 100 pounds. Got some things you want to throw away in the lake that you don't want anybody finding? Box of rocks.
You like skipping stones, do you? How about skipping rocks?
Are rocks? There's no difference between rocks and stones, right? I don't know.
Is there one's made out of rocks and the other one's
If you
made out
don't
of
know
stone.
the difference between a rock and a stone,
is there really a difference?
What kind of person
Oh
are
my
you?
God, I feel like such an idiot right now because I don't know if this is stupid or if there is a difference and you won't tell me. I don't think there's a difference, but there might be. I don't know.
There's a difference between.
I don't know if I can believe you though. Now
it is. It's a rock. It's a difference.
You can believe this though, Fred.
Yeah. Rocks are what you have in your yard.
Okay, but I could have stones in my yard.
Oh yeah, you can order stones.
Stones is what happens after you smoke some weed.
Sure. So okay.
Yeah, I'm packing full of
So,
stones.
courtesy of our friends at WSB TV 75, a local at Floyd County, Georgia, Fred. This is pretty local to us, sort of.
Yeah.
A woman is accused of breaking into a restaurant, making a salad, and ruining $500 worth of food items. This lady broke into the Harvest Moon Cafe in Rome, Georgia at 1:55 a.m. Her name was Callie Elizabeth Thweet, Thweett. So Thweet. She got into the restaurant after it was closed and then went into the food coolers. She made a huge salad, and the officer said because she touched a lot of items with their bare hands, they had to throw all of it away.
Yeah.
So, however, they did not tell you what she actually used for her salad.
What did she use for herself?
They didn't say. They didn't disclose that. I wonder what kind of salad she made.
Harvest Moon Cafe.
Harvest Moon Cafe. She probably remade their famous Harvest Moon salad featuring Box of Rocks. Box of Rocks, sister company, Box of Croutons. They're the rocks of salad. However, ended up, Fred, that she was charged with the only kind of theft I know, and that is theft by taking. That is her charge.
Theft by taking.
Theft by taking. A real charge for making the salad illegal.
Oh, look at this. It's a nice little place too, man.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
it's the Harvest Moon Cafe.
They got their own little garden.
Harvest Moon. Eat our shit. We make it ourselves. We charged her with theft by death by killing. We charged her to murder by killing. Anyway, so Dateline, Fred. Lexington, North Carolina. Again, close enough. Pastor and son are charged with dealing weed and mushrooms out of North Carolina church.
Jesus.
A North Carolina pastor and his son are facing felony drug charges after authorities said they caught the pair operating an illicit drug operation out of the church. Dude's 50 and 28. They were arrested this week with 12 pounds of weed, 32 grams of mushrooms, 41 vape pens, 20 marijuana plants, and about 2 pounds of tetrahydrocannabinol wax, THC wax. I should have mentioned THC wax first.
Right.
They were slinging from the Southside Baptist Church. And
man, leave them boys alone, man.
They said they
were
were
make money somehow.
I'm telling
you. They received, Charlotte was the people, police came after they received reports of someone staying in the fellowship hall behind the church and manufacturing marijuana. So they found the pastor and his son. They charged them with manufacturing, trafficking, possession with intent to sell, 3 counts of felony for maintaining a dwelling, possession with intent to sell to deliver marijuana, and conspiracy to traffic marijuana. Sad.
That's crazy.
You know what the preacher said when he got caught?
What's it?
God damn.
So according to the outlet, the pastor told deputies the church had not been in operation and had been closed since the start of the pandemic. But this happened just like weeks ago, by the way.
Yeah.
The former member said the pastor closed the church prior to that. So he closed it before COVID-19 hit and started dealing.
The church wasn't making no money. Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if people are giving tithes like that through the mail or whatnot.
So former church member Mike Lambeth told the outlet he tried to warn the church about the pastor when he first came to church 3 years ago. He said, I met him one time and our spirits didn't bear witness at all. And I did not think he was a pastor. And I told a lot of the members there, y'all better watch out for him. There you go. So he was right.
He's a preacher like Matt's a preacher.
Yeah, right?
You remember the internet preacher?
Yeah.
I am a preacher.
You remember we used to watch the internet preacher.
Yeah.
And he would
the black dude?
Yeah.
I was talking about that. Yeah, that dude is crazy.
All right.
Devil is a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so have you seen, and I'm sure you guys have, I know you probably have, Fred, and I will not say it, but there's that video on the internet of those 2 white people, those are very old white people, singing a song called Jesus is my
N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that thing you sent us earlier where it was the people who had, some things that were, they had some issues.
They had Tourette's. Yeah.
Okay. It's probably better just to say it than whatever I was
Tourette's,
say. Yeah. So these people had Tourette's and they started ticking, their ticks went off of each other and they laughed. And it was hilarious, but it was one of those things you feel bad, like as a person without Tourette's.
I wanted to talk about that too. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. It's bad.
Did you laugh
at
it? Yes, you did.
Yeah, it was funny though. Like they laughed at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have laughed at it.
That makes it okay.
They didn't laugh at it. You know
but they did laugh at it.
Yeah, laughing
because they had
at it made it funnier. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, them cracking up did they? Yeah,
right. And if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Well, laughter is contagious anyway. So
right,
it is.
No, not on this show.
No.
So
we don't laugh.
Yeah, we don't get the damn.
It's a serious fucking business. Dateline, Fred. Spartanburg, South Carolina.
There you go, right?
Close to home.
Right.
A South Carolina mom calls the cops on her 15-year-old son after finding pornography.
Oh, he was jacking it.
But a mother in South Carolina called sheriff's deputies on her son this week after finding pornography playing on her TV in the living room. According to Spartanburg County, they were dispatched to the residence because she called 911. She stated that when she entered the room, her 15-year-old son was in his bedroom. Her daughter turned on the TV and pornography popped up. I'm going to beat this, Fred. Hey, do you remember back in the day? Like, I don't know if this happened to you, Fred. Back in the day when you had like squiggly channels.
Yeah.
And you could like, you know, when your parents were away, you could like check that out. You might see like a green titty every now and again.
Right.
Like from the movie Shrek. But just one green titty. And then you would have to remember, I always had to play one step ahead. You're like, you got to remember to change the box back to a regular channel.
Right. Yeah.
Because as soon as they turned the TV on, whatever you were watching was coming on.
Was going right back on. Yeah. Oh, man. What's it doing on the squiggly channel?
So according to, like, why was it on that? Like, I don't know. The cat did it. You gotta go back to my room now.
This happened to me allegedly. My parents went out of town. I was 15. My parents went out of town. They left me by myself with my brother for almost 2 months. And I had to record like a movie for some class. And I had a video camera. And I videotaped myself with a bunch of friends, you know, goofing around, and there was porn playing in the background. And I left the VCR tape on top of the VCR. And my parents came back and they plugged it in, and they were watching it. That's, of course, that was allegedly.
Allegedly. That could have happened. Could or could not have happened.
Maybe not. Who knows? Statute of limitations, ladies and gentlemen.
Specific details don't mean anything.
According to the report, the 40-year-old mom immediately turned off the TV and ushered her 2-year-old daughter out of the room before calling the police on her son. When they arrived, the mother, who's not being identified to protect the teen's privacy, said she had several problems with her son's behavior recently. The mom requested that a report be done to document her son's behavior and due to her daughter being exposed to porn. According to Lieutenant Kevin Bobo, the sheriff's office did not do shit. He said, I don't know that any law was broken. However, the teen's mother did complete a voluntary statement detailing the incident. Oh, wow. They found out who the lady is. That's funny.
So did the police confiscate the porn?
They took the TV.
They're like, all right, we're going to take this with us and put it in evidence.
But I think that's a real problem in the world of Chromecast and casting your screen onto other things.
Yeah.
If you have a smart TV, those buttons aren't that far apart.
Right. Yeah. You can,
so he was probably watching internet porn. I mean,
maybe.
I mean, I would assume so. Is there any other kind? He certainly didn't have the tape you had, Allan. I'm sure of that. Allegedly. Could have had.
Yeah, you know, I still think they make magazines, but like, who's even buying magazines?
Do they though? That's weird.
I think they do.
Now the thought of a sexy magazine seems gross. It seems like bacteria is all I can think about. I don't know why. It's just now that I'm old. I guess now that I'm old.
The mom's like, I wonder why my socks are missing. And we're running through all this tissue and
bacteria. She's like, it's not even the kind of porn I like. No, better than you not.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think we're gonna unless you guys got something else. I think we're gonna call it a night. Thank you for listening, call it whatever it is. We do appreciate you. We hope you can come back for the 97th episode of Black Link Flex Podcast, which will be next Monday-ish. Oh, and also look out for us. No one's listening at this point, but look out for us on that Allan thing that he did.
Oh, yeah, that thing I did. Comes out on Monday.
I don't know the name of it. Terry and Dave Steal Your Podcast.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Check it out. Be there, be square. 100 egg challenge for the 100th episode. You heard it here first. If you're still listening, tweet 100 egg challenge to Black Lincoln Collective, and Freddie will do it. If one person does it. What about quail eggs? They're like that big. Yeah, still, I don't know. It'd still be weird.
Like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he did. He had a little cause in it. All right. Good night, Cos. Good night, everybody.
BLC you later.
Night.
I thought you were going to go, tonight.
No, that's Indian. I'm sorry. No, I don't.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Oh, what a day. What a fucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.